Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be covering our newsletters. Previously I would send out newsletters in text format to emails for people, and sometime last year, I decided that video format would actually be better for me because it's a lot quicker, and it is something that our customers actually liked because, nobody likes to read emails in today's time. So here we are. I also haven't had the chance to really do a video news update because, well, I'm the only one really running the company, and we got stuff to get done. The newsletters focus on what we're doing and what is going to be coming up in the future. And in the focus of this video today is XYZ Mesh version 9. Currently, we are on XYZ Mesh version 8. And we have a long list of updates that we would like to include in the next version. We want the next version to be the biggest update yet. And I know we say that every year, and every year it ends up being true. And every year we put more time into it, and every year it improves drastically. But XYZ Mesh is our best-selling software. XYZ Mesh takes XYZ data and converts it into a format that Microsoft Excel can read and then plot in a surface graph. But XYZ Mesh, that was what it was originally created for in version 1. Since then, it has improved drastically and now has its own graphing engine and things like that that make it better than what it was every previous version. So what can you look forward to in version 9? Well, currently, let me show you something that has been requested that is going to be improved on in version 9, but we have actually just recently released for version 8 because our customers really wanted it. And that is the inclusion of copying your mesh converted data directly into XYZ format so you can use it in other applications. So for instance, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste some data in here. This is the input data. We have 24 lines of data, 24 rows of data, if you want to look at it that way. And this is the data points that we have. XYZ Mesh can convert this into a mesh format, curve all the data around, and as you can see, we took those 24 lines of code and made this graph out of it. And that's a lot of mesh right there. The new feature that was added into version 8, I think it was 8.0.1.24, takes all that mesh data that you have just created and converts it back into XYZ for you. So just by clicking this button, which is copy to XYZ, you can see it says that data has been copied. And if you go into a text document, you can paste that in. And as you can see, this is a lot more than just 25 or 24 data points. So yeah, it takes all of your mesh data, converts it over to an XYZ format for you without having you to swap back and forth the different tabs, and puts it into that format for you so you can put it into other applications. So that was added into version 8. However, we are currently working on making that better for version 9. And we're doing that with this little function right here called Interpolation. And Interpolation basically takes, well, what you see in the mesh format here and converts it directly over here into XYZ format. So if we clear all of the mesh out and do interpolation, it's going to do basically the same thing, but it's not going to convert it to mesh first. Now, this process is a little bit slower currently. We're working on improving the time. We're working on improving the calculations on it, but just keep in mind that the convert to mesh option we have been working on for 8 years. And this convert to interpolation we have been working on for about 4 months, give or take. So yeah, you can see it's almost there. We have a lot of the same data points available. We're getting there. Okay, so this isn't 100% complete yet, but when it is complete, it will be just as quick as the convert to mesh, and it'll have the same functionality. It's going to bypass the limitation of having a set number of rows and columns. Another thing that we're working on, and you may notice this, This text box right here for the volume calculation is gone. It's no longer available, but we didn't remove it. We just simply moved it to a new location. So let me go ahead, start back over from fresh. We'll paste in the few little data points we have, and then we will convert over to a Excel mesh. And as you can see, we have that. We have the volume calculation selected. That option will no longer be there because it's in a different window right here. If you go to display and information window, you will be greeted with a new window that has all of the data input. It also has extra data in there that the previous version did not. So you can see your minimum z-value, the correlation where that minimum z-value is, the maximum z-value, the correlation of the xy for that value. You can see the average z, and you also have the calculation down at the bottom, spaced out a lot easier to read for the volume calculations. And it also shows how the calculations are maintained and how it's calculated. You also have an input window and an export window, so you can double check to make sure that the input values are the same as the export values. Now, something else that is going to be added to this window, which currently is the distance calculation. So previously, distance calculation, when you clicked it, it was updated right here in the little text box, and it was kind of hard to read. Now, however, you can see it says select one, so select your first point. We can select that. I'm going to change that color down to something easier to see, like let's make it white. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, we have our first point selected. It now says select the second point. So we select the second point. Let's have the second point be this one right here. Click it right there. Okay, and it comes up with a new window that we can see. Scroll down, we can see the first point was right there. The second point is there. This is the distance between it, and that is the direct distance from X, Y, and Z. Now, XYZ Mesh version 9, we plan on having available with the rest of our updates in between March and June. I know that time frame's a little large, but we are still working on getting as much added into this as possible. XYZ Mesh version 9 will be available during that time, and we also always offer discounted upgrades for customers who previously have purchased XYZ Mesh in the past. Typically, these upgrades are based on how much time has elapsed from when you purchased XYZ Mesh to when the new update was released. The closer you are to that release date, the more of a discount that you will receive. We have everything from 15% up to 100% discount depending on how quickly you are or how close you are to the release date from your purchase date. Some customers will get free upgrades depending on their time. Other customers will need to pay for upgrades, but again, all that is based on the amount of time from which you purchased it, how much you've used it, to the release date itself. All right, if you have any questions for us, if you have any suggestions for things you would like to see added into XYZ Mesh version 9, go ahead, leave us a comment down below. You can email me specifically with your suggestions if you would like. If you'd like that email, wait till the end of the video. I tell you how to email us with suggestions and those sort of things. And if you like this video, if you'd like to stay up to date, go ahead, subscribe to our channel. We're currently working on releasing videos on Windows 11 and how to operate that, if that's something you're interested in. We actually have bulk recorded a bunch of those, and they will be released periodically throughout the next couple months. Thank you all very much, and until next time, have a great rest of your day. Hi, I'm Kyle, owner and operator of Great Technical. Thank you all so much for making it at this point in the video, and if you are here, go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot, and it lets me know that the content I'm making is stuff that you all like to see. Go ahead, leave us a comment as well. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see in the future, or if you have any future updates that you would like to have included in our products in the future. I would also like to say that being a company owner, I am very proud to be able to support businesses and students. I am also extremely proud to be able to support content creators. So if you have a content platform, you make videos, or if you have a blog and you would like to reuse some of our content, or if you would like to review some of our products, go ahead and send me an email. My email is right here, support@graytechnical.com. Get in contact with me. We can see what we can get worked out. And until next time, thank you all very much. Have a great rest of your day.